What is up, everybody? It is B Militant, and today I am talking about this game H1Z1 and basically giving you guys a lowdown on what you need to know about the game, what I've heard the developers say is confirmed about the game, and things like that. But first I need to get into the introduction of the game for the people who do not know anything about the game. This is a hardcore zombie survival game in which you start off in a world that is obviously been overrun by zombies, and you start off with either not much gear or no gear at all, and what your job is to do is just survive. You need to go around, you need to collect loot, either know when to fight zombies, know when to run from zombies, and stay alive. Maybe you might run into some other real players, and you need to either know when you need to run from those players, or maybe they'll be friendly to you. Who knows? It is a MMO open world, massive multiplayer online open world game. It is going to already been confirmed on the PC, and basically what Sony said was, hey, we're Sony, so this is probably going to be on PlayStation 4 as well, which I'm excited about. And yeah, all this gameplay footage and the game right now is actually only in alpha, so there's a lot of road for this game to go down. Like, this is not close to being finished. But what's exciting about this game compared to other games like DayZ, Rust, and War Z is that this is a huge company. This is Sony making this game. This is not some company that's popped out of nowhere to make a game. So now that you have a little bit of an overview of what the game is, I'm going to get into what you need to know about the game. And everyone who's coming from those other games, like myself playing DayZ and all those other games, now I'm going to get into what you want to know, and hopefully it's things that you want to hear. As you just saw, there's going to be animals in the game. That was a wolf. Apparently wolves can attack you. I have not seen that in the live stream or any videos yet, but that's what people on Reddit have been saying, so kind of up in the air on that one. There are deer, there are other animals. The zombies are pretty ruthless. They kill in 3 hits. So I think they did that to try to make this game more of a player versus zombie game, not as hardcore of player versus player. Of course, this is always going to be player versus player, because who knows what's going to happen when you see another player. You never know. But I think what they're trying to do is make the zombies overpowered some, so that way when you find another player, it's kind of like, oh, thank God I found another person, you know, who may have a weapon and can help me outrun these zombies and things like that. So another big thing is there are vehicles in this game. Right now they've only made 1 vehicle, but there are going to be multiple vehicles, and they're going to have different purposes. Some vehicles will not be able to, you know, be going off-road and things like that. As you see right here, they're showing off their buildings and their building models. Now, every single building that you can run around and see in this game, they are all enterable. There are not just placeholders, nothing like that. Every building you can go into, and some of them have basements. And every single building that you run into, you can also barricade if you have the ability to do so, which brings me to my next point. They seem to make this game completely, really hardcore about the crafting system and being able to make weapons, being able to make barricades, being able to make your own forts, things like that. Also, in order to eat and things like that, you need to cook meat, you need to make a trap, you need to trap animals, kill them somehow, and then cook the meat, just like DayZ. Another thing is that if you find like a can of beans or something like that, you actually need the can opener to open those beans and those cans of food. Also, yeah, this is another good point right here. They're just showing off their engine and showing off the lighting effects and things like that. But as you see, the zombie is on fire. I'm not sure how you start fires. I know you have a torch, and I don't know if you have to always set that torch on fire. But using your torch, you can set zombies, players, animals, trees, and houses and things like that. You can set all that on fire, which is a pretty cool thing. In the crafting system, you need to chop down trees to build forts, build barricades, start fires, things like that. Items, as you see right here, this is a backpack. Backpacks and items have wear and tear on them, so they will disintegrate over time, things like that, which is good for more realization. Also, something that they said is that the servers will never go down. The servers that you play on, they're always going to be up. So what that means to me is that all the loot will spawn in over time, or they have some calculation of when the loot will come back. They said that there's going to be multiple different types of zombies. There are going to be slow zombies. There are going to be some that are fast, some that are crawling, things like that. In most of these videos, they've only had basically a placeholder zombie, one zombie that they've made. Just like the car that you see right here, this is their off-roading vehicle that they have right now. The only one that they have in the game in this alpha stage, but they talked a lot about different zombies, and they talked a lot about different vehicles and, you know, cars and stuff. Some of them won't be able to go off-road like that vehicle will. There will be roaming hordes of zombies. So say you're traveling from one little town to the next, you may have to duck out and duck some hordes of zombies that are just randomly roaming around the town, which is pretty cool. I saw a hat with a flashlight on it, so flashlight hats will be in there. Another good thing. The map is pretty big from what I've seen so far, but they never gave an actual estimate on how big the map is going to be. What they did say is the map is not finished and will never really be finished. They're going to continue to update it and make it bigger, things like that. This game is being made on the PlanetSide 2 engine, which means the people who are making it, they have a lot of experience with weapons and guns and attachments to those guns and things like that. So apparently there's going to be a lot of different attachments and things like that to the actual weapons and guns. Right here you get to see the little trap that they made, and they get the meat out of it, and then they have to cook the meat to eat it. They said you cannot craft a gun, but you know, like weapons like I guess axes or as you see right there, the torch and things like that, you'll be able to craft that, I guess. The game has already been announced that it will be released on Steam platform, so that's another plus. There will be like weather changes, there will be day and nighttime, there will be also temperature effects, so if you aren't wearing, you know, good clothing, or that clothing deteriorates over time or whatever, you could be affected by temperature. Yeah, obviously, you know, this is a survival game, so you will have to eat and drink, or, you know, to survive, or you will die. I'm not sure if there's any type of infection in the game. I have not seen that at all. They also said that there's a possibility for non-lethal weapons like tasers and things like that, so hopefully they do add that in. There will be military weapons and military bases that are on the map. And the vehicles that do not need to be repaired, there will be some vehicles that will just work, and they will randomly be spawning on the map. They're not going to be set in one specific place. They will be randomly spawning in. You can fix broken down vehicles if you have the loot. And yeah, that's pretty much the bulk of the news that I have. Also, there will be no type of server store or anything like that. If you want to trade items, or you have something valuable to somebody else, you will have to do that by player to player, you know, so it's like in real life. Who knows whether that person's gonna, you know, betray you and just kill you and take your stuff, or things like that. Now, to move on to more so things that I want to see, being that this is Sony, and right off the bat, I was just thinking, you know, this is going to be on PlayStation 4, which they haven't 100% said, but apparently one of the higher up guys at Sony was like, oh, you know, PlanetSide 2 is going to be coming to PlayStation 4, and we're Sony, so that pretty much means, you know, this game's coming to PlayStation 4, so that's another plus. But just some of the interactions, I mean, I know this is alpha, there's a lot of work to be done for this game, but just some of the interactions, like I saw a guy trying to chop down a tree, and you know, like the guy could like see through the tree if he got too close up to it and things like that. Hopefully that's not going to be a big problem in this game, and they just don't have the bugs and the glitches and the things that like the Arma 2 game had. The DayZ mod and the DayZ standalone, I mean, to me, DayZ, they pretty much made this genre. Like, they made the survival, don't get killed by zombies and watch out for other players. They like created that genre, which I'll always love DayZ for that. But they did it on a engine that is broken, in my opinion. It's a good simulation engine, but you can't climb up a goddamn ladder without glitching off and falling it, or trying to kill a zombie without it glitching and being behind you when you're swinging at it when it was just in front of you, things like that. So hopefully this engine holds up. Hopefully Sony completes their promise of this being free to play, which I don't know why they would change that, but I did hear about an early access alpha gameplay or beta gameplay, I guess, for like $19 if you really want to play it that early. But yeah, I'm hoping that since this is a big company, hopefully that this is a good engine that doesn't have those glitches. Hopefully they'll perfect this game. Someone's got to, because this is a great genre. This is a great idea. Someone just needs to step in and put the manpower and the money into it, and then they'll have all the benefits. Everyone will be playing that game instead of all the other games. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. My name is B Militant. If you are new here, please subscribe. If you found this video informative or you found it entertaining, stick around. I'd make all types of different videos. And everybody else, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Peace.